Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to the Week 3 podcast. I'm your award-winning host, Robbie Wright. Our sponsor today is the Slapshot Cup, home of the Team Monkey Bar, last year's champs. For a few of you guys, you played in that tournament with us. Some of you guys who don't know, we won every single game like 20-0. We played a bunch of plugs. We ran that town. We ran Scots by the Dam. I've roomed with Matter, Madsy, Durwanko, Drunk Durwanko. We had amazing room chemistry. Looking back at it, it was a great weekend with the boys. So me back to my junior hockey days. So great times there. Got the game on over here, supporting the Pens over here in Philadelphia. Let's jump right into it here. We got a few interviews here coming tonight. We got Mr. 200 himself, Jared Cunning, tuning in here in a little bit. Put up a record 206.5 points. We'll jump right into their matchup here, actually, and we'll get Jared here on the phone. He'll be our first guest once again. He had big talk last week. He pretty much told Casey he's coming for you, and he backed it up, beating him by a score of 206.5 to 71.9. There was one point during this matchup where I think Casey only had like 30-some points. He was having the worst luck. You look at his stats here. Chris Ivory got him 0 points. Andre Johnson, Tyler Eifert, they all got him 0 points. He had literally got screwed by the fantasy gods here. Jared, on the other hand, went bananas. Peyton Manning, 18.9. Julio Jones does it again with 40.4. Jeremy Maclin, actually, the first time I think the Chiefs scored a receiver scored a touchdown in 2 years. So he got his points there. Broncos D getting him 17. Turn this off here. Let's just jump right into it here. Let's get Jared on the phone here. Let's get these interviews started.
The chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup playoffs is on NBCSN. Sunday at 1:30 Eastern, we're live from Dover for Sprint Cup racing, and coverage begins Saturday at 3 Eastern with the Xfinity Series High Sense 200. NASCAR is on NBCSN. We don't often promote books on our telecast.
You can answer the phone.
Go for Jared.
Just wondering if you're even going to answer the phone here, Mr. 209. How are you doing?
I figured I'd let you wait it out a little bit since you're late for my interview.
I mean, I apologize for the inconvenience here. As an award-winning host, you kind of, as the only host of this podcast, you kind of can do whatever the hell you want. So that's kind of the point. Yeah, take me. First of all, let's backtrack here. You had some big words you said about how you're going to destroy Casey, how you're going to be on the show once again. Here you are again. You did it. You backed up the talk. What do you have to say?
I'd really just like to say that I'm a man of my word, and I stick to what I say.
What are the odds we'll have a hat trick next week, and you'll be on here for a third time?
Hey, I mean, I could use another $25 in my Venmo pocket, you know what I mean?
So, what is it, like a carton of cigarettes? How much they cost nowadays?
Well, I don't look at it cigarette-wise, but it's 2 cases of beer.
Okay,
So,
I see how your mind works here.
You gotta have your priorities lined up there, Robbie.
So what are your priorities?
Beer.
Beer, and then cigs.
Beer, fantasy football, groupies, and then cigs.
And then cigs. So cigs are 4. That's actually a pretty healthy decision, I say.
Hey, I do what I can, though.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So, take me back. It's Sunday night, and you were beating Casey. I think the score's like 180 to 30 something. What were you thinking?
I mean, I was just hoping that Aaron Rodgers just wasn't going to put up 300, and I was going to blow it. But yeah, I was sitting back pretty comfortable. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I would expect nothing less. A few big performers you have here. Julio Jones. What's the trade market looking like right now? Are you going to touch any of your players yet? I mean, it'd be kind of silly to make any trades, but we can't put anything past you.
Well, you could make the argument that I have a trade in the works right now with somebody who will remain nameless.
Wow. Talk about suspense here. I can only imagine. Well, I know it's not me, and I know you don't have half the phone numbers of the people in this league, so we'll have to stay tuned to the league notes here and see if anything happens. Oh, Jared, how was this past weekend? I heard your phone broke.
Yeah, it was not the greatest weekend of my life. Couple bumps and bruises. I now own an Android, so this is what poverty feels like.
I wouldn't know. I have a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, the struggle's real right now, and the trigger had to be pulled on an Android, so we're just going to have to wait for that 2-year contract to be up and, I guess, get the iPhone 7.
Well, if you think about iPhone 7 or 8, shit. You think about it, though, I mean, the rate you're going here, you can just, I mean, you're on pace to, what, win every 2 out of 3 weeks. You can just collect $25 here and there. Right now,
I could probably buy a piece of Verizon, really, by the time this season's over.
Honestly, yeah, you might own some share of Verizon here. The rate you're going here, I mean, if I had to do a power ranking here, you're number 1 by a landslide. Georgia's 2, but I mean, the numbers don't lie. The last 2 weeks, you're really taking control, you're getting off to a nice start here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the team so far. I'm not disappointed at all.
Anything you have to say to who you're playing next week?
I'm honestly a little nervous. Mike gives me some trouble. I mean, granted, I beat him in the championship last year, but, you know, I'm going to just get my guys focused, do what I can to just be on the podcast again next week.
Jared, just real quick here. We have 2 winless teams. They both went to Slippery Rock University. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's to be expected whenever you have quite a bit of Penn State graduates in the league. You have to assume that they're probably going to win most of the games.
Obviously.
So, I mean, it's not a shock, let's put it that way.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, why the only 2 teams are winless. I'm going to talk to Mike about it here in a little bit, and hopefully he has a solid answer because, I mean, am I surprised? No, but, I mean, they're combined 0-6. I mean, that's ridiculous.
You call it ridiculous. I just make it status quo for the Slippery Rock.
There he is. Well, Jared, hope to have you on the show here next week, and best of luck in week 4.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye.
That's Jared Cunning, everyone. He's currently $50 richer. The rest of us here, we got to get on the horse here and collect some money here. I'm really getting sick of Venmoing Jared $25 each week. So, Jared takes down Casey here by a score of 206.5 to 71.9. Wow. Let's go to the next matchup here. Let's take a look at the rookies here. We got Team Vito, my girlfriend's brothers, versus Max Brendel, who has a nice scar on his wrist. Max Brendel put up a nice week here, 162.3. Defeating, that's actually a solid week. I mean, anytime you put up that high of a number, you want to take down a team that puts up just as many points. The Vito boys put up 141.1. Unfortunately, it's not enough here. But a few players that really went off for Max. I swear every single time I turned on or saw the bottom screen, Steve Smith was doing something cool last week. He puts up 43.6. I don't know why the guy's retiring after this year. He's just going nuts. Jamal Charles got him 31.2 last night. Jamal Charles is a place in my heart. If any of you guys want to know why, send me a text. Looking over at the Vito boys here, they got some. Jimmy Graham had an alright game. Rashard Matthews, though, 29.3. He had a strong showing here. Let's look at the bench here. Who's ever going to start Derek Carr? All right. Also, Max actually left Chris Johnson on the bench. Chris Johnson had himself a week. I forget he still is relevant in the NFL, but Cardinals are a force to reckon with this season. So Max improves to 2-1, I believe. Yes, and the Vito boys are 1-2. The rookies in this league. Some of you guys, you don't know the Vito boys, obviously. Some of you guys know Max, some don't. Some of you guys, Jarrett Rutschke is another rookie. I'm going to try and get them here on the show here. Let you guys get to know him a little bit here, and we'll jump actually into Rushka's matchup here. He took down Jordan Bailey by a score of 140.3 to 134.4. Jordan's having a heck of a roller coaster here. He's had 2 really strong weeks, but just can't get. He's just having the bad fantasy luck here. Look at the stats here. I know Cam Newton had a good week. Joseph Randall, I mean, he's getting solid points there, but Matt Jones, 1.8. Keenan Allen going 37.3, but then Kyle Rudolph, 3.4. He's just not getting love at certain positions. Matt Prater got him 0 points. What the hell happened there? Did he even play? I'm a little puzzled by that. Interesting. So, whereas with Rush here, A.J. Green, he went bananas last game. I think he had 2 touchdowns, 200-plus yards, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So he had himself a hell of a performance. So it was DeAndre Hopkins here at 24.1. He's been having himself a great year starting out. Bills defense, 14 points. Hauschka, 16. So solid performance by Rush as he improves to 2-1 here. Probably hear from him in the show here within the next 2 weeks. Then we'll go to the next matchup here. We got George versus Ben. George, if there was 1 week we really could have used you to lose, it would have been this week, as he put up only 94.8, an uncharacteristic performance from George here. But unfortunately, Ben, who's probably too busy working this past week and didn't really put in much effort towards fantasy, shocker, or was probably drunk, only put up 65.1. So a piss poor performance from old Matter here. Here I am thinking Casey's gonna have the worst week, and go figure, Ben should have known. I was actually looking at the points scored this season, and Matter's just, he's at the bottom, man. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, he has that one championship with an asterisk next to it, and you would think that he would have to prove himself after that, but it is early in the season. We'll have him on the show here in a little bit here. George, though, he got Demaryius Thomas had himself a game, whereas the Dolphins D got a -6. Dolphins D are killing me too in another league. I can't figure them out either. So congrats to George improving to 3-0. F off Matter for not taking down George. This is the 1 week someone could have. I guess we'll have to wait for. It'll be a pretty epic matchup between him and George here. They look like the 2 big dogs here. Let's get to my matchup here. Pretty much, I embarrassed the hell out of Carmen. Shouldn't really be much of a surprise there. 151.5 to 84.5. Carmen did have a little bit of bad luck here as Roethlisberger went down. Got him a whole 5.7. Manuel, I mean, you look at his roster and all the Steelers here. I mean, they had a bunch of below-average performances here. Le'Veon Bell, though, quietly got him 26.2. I feel like he's going to be a force to reckon with here soon. Whereas Devontae Freeman got me 42.3. I put him in last second. Thank God I did, because I was able to embarrass Carmen instead of just beat Carmen. So that would have sucked if I just beat him instead of embarrassed him. So congrats to myself. You're doing good, man. You're doing good. 2-1, off to a good start here. Let's take us to the next matchup here. And this is the last one here. We got Team OBJYN, which is Mike, versus Hollywood Squares, the recently engaged Trevor Fetch. Mike took down Trevor by a score of 141.2 to 113.3. Let's see what went wrong here with Trevor. Kendall Wright did good. It's my brother. 23.8. Jarvis Landry, average. Ryan Mallett, who the F are you? Oh, Houston's quarterback. That's probably why he only got him 11 points. C.J. Anderson's been a total stiff this season. I feel bad for anyone who drafted him in any league. 3.7. Lamar Miller, 9.5. When you're in a PPR league, running backs should be putting up at least 15 plus easily. Whereas Mike here, he had a nice performance from Randall Cobb, 35.3. Odell Beckham Jr., 20.9. And he had a nice touchdown on Thursday Night Football. Latavius Murray, he's been a stud to start the season. So let's get 2 guests here. Let's see if we can get them here on via FaceTime here. We're going to try and get Mike and Ben on here. No, I do not want to update iOS yet. Sorry for the delay here, guys. Looks like we might have to do this via cell phone here. I don't know what the hell's going on with my iPad. Ah, fuck it. Alright, we'll get them here on FaceTime. They're apparently at Wing Night. I'm sure they're watching a hockey game here, so see if they're all tuned up here. What's up, you stiff?
Just watching the Tampa Bay Lightning pull a Team Monkey Bar and get down early at the War Memorial. Is this my big interview?
Yes, your interview here. How you doing?
Is this like going on right now?
This is going on right now.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, Mike.
Life's good here, Rob.
How,
Pittsburgh, it's beautiful here. Our teams are doing well. Life's good. How's it over in Philadelphia?
it's exact. I mean, I pretty much run this town already. No surprise there. Everyone knows me. I went to my new tailor today. Got a few suits tailored. Not as good as Pittsburgh's, I'm not gonna lie, but a little cheaper. But I have a lot of money, so that really doesn't mean anything.
Certainly doesn't. I'm glad to see you haven't changed from moving out there.
No, I will never change here. So, first of all, let's take. There's rumors that someone in the league is taking over my room.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood will reside in the medium-sized room on South Braddock Avenue. Casey Gibbons is moving in. Process started today. Excited for it. Lifelong friend, and certainly excited for him to be shacking up so close to where I sleep.
That's awesome. I mean, you got that league chemistry going on. Where's Ben?
Ben Mata?
Yeah. Aren't you guys going to Wing Night?
Where is he? No, we didn't. He had to work.
Oh, well, here I am telling it. Here I am telling everyone in the podcast here that you guys are at Wing Night, and fuck me, right? You guys didn't go to Wing Night.
No, it doesn't happen very often, but his work got in the way of our social plan, so we couldn't actually end up doing it.
Wait, his work didn't get in the way of your social plans. Wow, I never hear that sentence is right. How many hours has he put in so far this week? 50?
Yeah, I think he had a nice easy day. It's actually been raining nonstop here for like 72 hours, so he worked I think like 15 hours today. So
that's a pretty below average day for all matter here. Now, are you looking forward to him trying to drink with you every single night during unemployment for him?
I am. Yeah, Ben and I have always had good chemistry when it comes to excessive drinking, and I expect that to still. Nicole shakes her head. I expect the chemistry to come back when the snow starts flying. So yeah, pretty excited for Ben and I to start hitting the bars again and staying out too late and having like 10 too many, one more less drinks. It's
that's a good way to put it.
Up yet. I don't think this winter will be any different.
Now, are you currently finger blasting Nicole?
No, actually, and here and then there. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're taking it easy tonight, and actually, her new roommate moved in, so hopefully she didn't hear that. But we'll see what happens.
Fuck her, right? Fuck her. So let's actually talk a little fantasy football here. Take me through your team so far, your season. How's it going?
Yeah. So my strategy out the gate was to load up on wide receivers. Being a PPR league, thought that might be a nice way to go. I think so far it's actually worked out pretty well. Cobb Edelman and OBJ, I think, have performed as well as I want them to. Edelman's a workhorse right now. Pretty happy with him. And if you go 30 straight wide receivers in the beginning, you're going to be light everywhere else, so I had to get lucky. I think I did right now with Latavius Murray. I'm pretty happy with him.
He's doing great.
Yeah, RB2 has kind of been a little bit of a committee thing here. Danny Woodhead, I love the name. He's been all right. And Frank Ward's actually, I would say, been a little bit of a disappointment so far, but we'll be all right. Still struggling to get down the tight end, and kind of play the waiver wire for quarterback. And I think I got Tyrod Taylor and Andy Dalton. Hoping one of them stays, you know.
I have a tough time trusting anyone with the name Tyrod.
No, I agree, and it's funny. I didn't expect him to be black, but it looks like he was.
All right, take me. How did you come up with your team name?
Yeah, so you know, I was thinking like first round draft pick. I usually give the rights to that individual. Last year was not my forte. This year I was thinking, you know, guy's nickname is OBJ. What it sounds like that, OBGYN. So I just kind of thought of like, you know, your typical classic women's doctor, and yeah, I kind of just went with it. And the boys in the room liked it, and you know, we're off to 2-1 start, so I think we're doing pretty right.
I mean, you took down Trevor here. Was there any like trash talking at all this week, or any text exchanged?
Between myself and Jared?
Trevor,
no, I don't think Trevor cares about fantasy football that much, so there's really no reason to like shit talk him, and you know, I'm just gonna let my play speak for itself.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that statement as well. I think he plays for fun because everyone else does. Would he like to win? Of course, because that kid loves money. But in the end, I don't think he'll lose any sleep with how he does this season. Now,
yeah, I think he's too busy planning a wedding, so I don't think he has a bunch of time to.
That is right. And for those of you guys who don't know, Trevor is recently engaged. His wedding is next June. I'm pretty excited for it. And
you know, and the best man and the groomsmen haven't been released yet. So
and there's a lot of side bets going on right now. Which my money is on Palacey.
Something on his brother, but we'll see.
It might be a shitty best man speech. So, anyways, so,
real quick, for all the viewers out there, if you didn't know Slapshot was filmed at this arena they're playing at tonight, it's been a good night for you because they've told you quite a few times.
Oh my, they literally keep referencing it every 20 seconds. Yeah, I actually brought up our room chemistry here at the beginning of the podcast with the Slapshot Cup. They're our sponsor tonight, so.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was kind of feeling a little sentimental, a little sad I wouldn't be down there with the boys this year. But you know, it's actually not the. Gotta think about it. A lot of new faces on that team. So
they're probably gonna be a lot better too.
Yeah, certainly. Not as well at the bars, but we'll do better on the ice probably. And you know, what was that first year? That was one hell of a tournament, and I'll miss it a lot.
I agree. Now, real quick here. There are currently 2 teams who've not won a game yet. There are also 2 Slippery Rock graduates. Now, you're a Slippery Rock graduate. These 2 are too. What's going on? Is there something in the water at Slippery Rock?
Are you asking what I did differently?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I get that question all the time, to be honest with you. I think Carmen falls in the category Trevor, plays for fun. He made a lot of money in the advertising industry, so I think he's had a lot of money to throw around. But, you know, I think Carmen's just, he's still getting his feet wet when it comes to fantasy football. Jordan, I actually think spends a little bit of time looking into it.
I feel like Jordan has had no luck with fantasy football in the last 3 years.
I actually agree with that. I think there's some games where like he scores a lot of points and his players do well. Other games, it's like he's got hit or miss. But if you look at his roster, I'll give him a little bit of credit. He actually has some decent picks. And he showed up for the draft this year, which is a big step in the right direction too.
Right.
So, yeah, but you know, I'm gonna go back to my theory that you know it kind of takes a graduate degree to do well, especially when your undergrad degree is from SRU. So you know, I got that going for myself, and you know, championship last year. I'm hoping to get there again this year, but you know, take it all.
Oh, I got a little batter here. Well, Mike, thanks for tuning in here. Best of luck the rest of the way. Maybe we'll have you on here, which we probably won't, for the top point getter eventually.
Okay, Andy. Thanks for calling. We'll do it anytime.
All right, take care.
All right, yeah.
All right, that's Mike Madden here. That concludes the Week 3 podcast here. Hopefully we'll have some new guests. I'm trying to get a new guy on here next week. Best of luck here, guys, for Week 4, and take care.